I personally have watched a lot of police body cams. There's so many reactions on my YouTube. I do them on my stream. I've seen very heartbreaking stuff. I've seen gruesome stuff. I've seen terrible, crazy stuff. But this new documentary cinematic thing that's on Netflix right now called The Perfect Neighbor, I believe. Bro, it blows regular YouTube body cams out of the water, as it should. It's a Netflix, exclusive, right? So with it being a Netflix exclusive means I can't show any of it on my YouTube channel or it'll get flagged. But yeah. So the reason why it's so good is the amount of context and the slow burn storytelling of the escalation of this horrible situation. So there's this woman from Florida. Her name is Ajike. They called her AJ in the movie. Ajike Owens. She lived in Florida. She was a mother of 4. And there was this neighbor who would basically constantly harass her and her children. Just nonstop microaggressions, racial slurs, calling them. She even called them retards at a point, like throwing things at them. It was insane. Like, it's extremely frustrating. I implore you to watch it before you go through this entire video, because yeah, it gets bad. This is pretty much just the breakdown. But if you don't care about spoilers, go ahead and keep watching. My bad, got a phone call. But anyway, and then they show the escalation. So this neighbor, whose name is Susan, I believe, she's racist. Clearly racist. She's like one of those racists that aren't like, I mean, I guess you could say she is blatantly racist. But I don't know how to explain it, because the racial slurs means you're blatantly racist, right? But there was also a lot of microaggressions, like she always thinks that they're threatening them or gonna kill them, and always wants to play the victim for the police, for them, and stuff like that. And this stuff is one very dangerous behavior. Like, when you really think about it, if there is somebody out there in the world that like is basically like she wants to try so hard to get you out of here, like she wants you to get arrested, she wants you to be out of her neighborhood, and for what reason? No reason at all. These kids are literally 10 years old, 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? Just because they walk on your lawn doesn't mean it implores you to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I compared her to Mr. Nevercracker from fucking Monster House. How bad she was. Like, it's bad, okay? It went on for over a year, by the way. Like, the mom, she tried to keep the peace, but the neighbors just kept complaining. They kept calling the police. Like, this woman is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And obviously there's tension. So, not only tension between them and her, but her and them. Because now they like, all right, you throwing shit at my kids, you talking crazy to my kids. Like, people don't play about their kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? This shit get dark. And one day, it just all escalates. Like, one of the kids left an iPad at her door. I don't even know why he was at their door or where he left this iPad exactly. But AJ went to get it back because she actually took it from her house or whatever. It's like, yeah, and she's rapping on the door like boom, 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 and stuff like that. And Susan shoots her through the door, killing her. Not on sight. She still had life left on the way there, but R.I.P. AJ. And her kids literally had to watch their mom die. Like, that is easily the most traumatic thing that they will ever go through in their lives, and they experienced it at such a young age. Like, I can only imagine bearing that mental weight forever. You know what I'm saying? And after the shooting, the neighbor, of course, she tried to lie. She tried to play the victim like she always does. She tried to make them seem like the aggressors, make them seem like the criminals, make them seem like the thugs, like she always does, because she's racist. the nonstop microaggressions even while she's being arrested. The audacity and the lack of accountability is literally not from this earth. Like it's literally insane. She tried to say it was self-defense. She said that she was scared, but in reality, this was all premeditated. And as they looked into it, they said that she was looking up things like the stand your ground law. So she was waiting for them to be able to basically be in a situation where that law would be valid. You know, they live in Florida. You know, Florida's a crazy place, okay? And I'm not just saying this because I hear it. Like I said, I watch a lot of police body cams, and the amount of people who are just in Florida going crazy on body cams, it's insane. Airports, parks, all types of shit, bro. Florida's a crazy place. I know my Floridians who's watching this would be able to vouch for that. Trust me. Anyway, even when she was finally arrested, like, and they're in their interrogation room. There's a scene where they're in the interrogation room, and they're all like, all right, get up. It's time to handcuff you, take you to jail. She's like, no, I'm not going. I can't. I was scared. You know, I'm a victim. I'm a victim. These people are crazy. Yeah. She hitting that the whole time. And this isn't just a story about like a psychopath neighbor. This is a story about people who are genuinely racist, right? Genuinely scared of black people and the people who associate with black people. And like how like a crazy older person, like not only like your brain is like your brain and your judgment and your brain just kind of deteriorates as you get older. And you know, the mindset of a Karen, I think Karen's brains need to be studied, because Susan was without a doubt a Karen, just 30 times worse. You know what I'm saying? Like a racist Karen is a Susan at this point. She's genuinely a psychopath. She needs to go to jail, like, for a long time, gang. Like, this is like the fact that you did this in front of kids, mind you. She shot through the door. I don't know if y'all caught that I said that. She shot through the door. So she hit the mom and didn't hit the kid, but she could have very well hit the kid. She was just blind shooting. She wanted to shoot them both. Let's be real. She probably wanted to shoot them both. She probably would have been like, okay, if she shot them both and, you know, she had the stand her ground law, cool. She would have been like, yeah, got them. I got 2 of them. Ooh. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is a sick bitch. Super sick bitch. Like, I think the bigger picture is you can't ignore racist people or bullies at all. You can't ignore that. This shit get crazy. When people are genuinely delusional and hostile, that is where it gets quite literally the worst. Whew! Man. R.I.P. AJ. Prayers to her and her family. Appreciate everybody for watching. Peace!